good afternoon, good evening, depending on where you are at in the world collective. And welcome to this channel, Freya's Crone. My name is May. For those of you who are new to this channel, welcome and welcome in to my new subscribers. I am so grateful for each and every one of you guys and all the love and support that you've been giving me on this YouTube journey. So when you come into this live stream, or if you're watching it after it's already done, went live and processed and uploaded, please give me a Fonzie. It'd be greatly, greatly appreciated if you do so. Also, leave me a comment in the comment section below and let me know how this general reading resonates with you. If you're not yet subscribed to this channel, please hit that subscribe button and a little notification bell so you know when I go live. And after the video is done uploading and processing, if you know somebody who will resonate with, go right ahead and share it. All right. All of that helps out this channel and is greatly, greatly appreciated. All right, collective. So today is May 3rd, 2026. 5 plus 3 is an 8. So the day's energy is an 8. So make sure that you trust your intuition. 8s are manifesting numbers. You have the energetic year of the magician. So that's telling you that you already have everything you need with you to manifest your heart's desires. I've seen 144. Some of you may be being called to do something. Also, listen to your higher self. It would be very, very important. You are definitely being called to shed the old version of who you are and step into the new version so that you can walk into what you are meant to do here on earth. All right. It is mission time. It has been mission time, depending on what your mission is. So only you know what that is. I'm just a messenger here. I'm the intuitive reader, bringing you a daily message for today. All right. So let's go ahead and get started. Let's pull a spirit guide message, an opening message for the collective for March 3rd, 2026. An opening message for March 3rd, 2026. So thank you, all you viewers, and thank you, haters, for watching my channel, because believe it or not, you stalking it and giving me the views is actually helping it out. And I'm appreciative of that. So thanks for hating me. All right. Something about your houses. The cards just flew everywhere. So something could be a mess depending on your particular house. Let's see where the moon is. I don't know if it's still in Scorpio or not. So let's check that out. Let's check out the astral seek. If you don't know, if you've never did your beauty. So somebody may be jealous of your beauty or how you attract things. If you've never did your natal chart, go to astralseek.com. And it will guide you through how to do your natal chart. You need the time you were born, where you were born, of course, your birth date and all that crap. So do a natal chart. It'll help give you a better understanding of where you're at on your journey. There's several different natal charts you can do. You can do a tropical natal chart. You can do a sidereal natal chart. You can do a draconian natal chart. And you can do a Vedic natal chart. All of that, I recommend that you do all of them because it'll give you a better understanding of your path and where you're going. All right, so current planets. All right, so the sun is in 13 degrees of Taurus, which is good because 13 talks about laying things to rest. 13 degrees, 13 seconds. So 13 could be significant for somebody out there. 444 could be significant. 1331 could be significant. The moon is still in the full moon energy, so we're still in that full moon reflecting back to us in 4 degrees of Sagittarius, which talks about reflects back to us. You need to see something from a higher perspective. You need to address what needs to be healed. You need to address what is out of balance. I'm seeing 4, 4, 4, 4, 4. There's fours all over the place. All right, so you have Mercury in 1 degree of Taurus, Venus in 11 degrees of Gemini. So Venus rules relationships, family, lover, business, friend. It Gemini rules communication, but it also rules. It is the twin sign. So some of you might identify with being on a flame. Mars is in 18 degrees of Aries. Aries and Mars are they're like Aries is Mars. Mars is ruled by Aries, whatever, however you want to say it, but it's in 18 degrees. Aries rules the first house of outward appearances, your attitude, your identity. Jupiter is in 19 degrees of Cancer. Cancer rules the home, the family, mother. So there may be some sort of a mother wound that needs to be addressed. Maybe that needs to be healed. It talks about balancing out your masculine and feminine. I don't know, you may need to work on your feminine side. Saturn is in 9 degrees of Aries. Nines represent completion of a cycle, learning the hard lessons the hard way. In Aries, it talks about with Saturn, it talks about structure, it talks about discipline, it talks about divine timing, and it is in Aries. So the structure of how you appear or how you show yourself is important. Uranus is in 0 degrees Gemini. So something about communication, something about um, your uniqueness, right? Identifying with uniqueness is very important. Neptune is in 3 degrees of Aries, so something about threes. Pluto is in 5 degrees of Aquarius. Of course, the north nodes are in Pisces. Lilith is in Sagittarius, Black Moon Lilith, so it talks about facing them inner shadows. Doing a shadow work. Chiron is in 27 degrees of Aries, so the shadow work, when it comes to the wounds that you need to face, you need to identify with them wounds and how it affects you outwardly. All right. So that is what I see with seek.com. You could be seeing 1144 as well. All right. So let's open up with a spirit message. Take a moment. Stop. Now is not the time to rush into a decision you're about to make. Before this important decision is made, take a moment to pause, quiet your mind so that you can ask your soul for guidance before you act or move forward. So you can see that the butterflies are on her head, right? There could be some sort of a download coming in. This could also be a communication from your higher self telling you to take that step back, right? Take that step back and ask yourself, should I or shouldn't I? We have the orange butterfly, which represents your sacral chakra. So you really need to trust your intuition. The sacral chakra rules your feminine side, it rules your flow, it rules your empathy. So be aware if you have somebody coming in, because the card is blue, trying to manipulate you, emotionally manipulate you. All right. So be aware of that. Look again, same female, right? Look at the blue butterflies this time. So Spirit has its own special way of letting you know that it's time to study again. From time to time, it's important to go back and learn, whether it's learning old things in a new way or learning something totally new. This is an opportunity to expand your mind. Okay, so Jupiter rules expansion. Jupiter is in the Cancer. So there may be, for some of you, you may be finding out that you're going to have an extension in the family, such as somebody's pregnant for some of you. That ain't going to be for everybody. That's just the first thing I thought of. All right. For others of you, there's a lot of books on that card. A lot of wisdom that resides within your soul. Whoever I'm talking to, and myself included. There's a lot of wisdom within that soul. So you could have somebody who's an emotional manipulator studying you, trying to figure out a way to come in and manipulate you. So aware of that, you're being asked to find your center. Um, your outside world is a reflection and a manifestation of what's going on inside you at this time. When the outside world becomes so hectic and stressful that your anxiety starts to overwhelm you, this is an ideal moment to stop and ask, when was the last time I checked in with myself? So you could have somebody who's an emotional manipulator who is studying a way to come in and manipulate you. So before you make a decision to either react or respond, take that moment to step back. That's only for some of you. That's not for all of you. For others of you, there's a lot of wisdom in you that maybe could be opening up within your crown chakra, something that is within the soul, maybe a soul activation. Um, and you're realizing how your inner world reflects into your outer world. So if you're feeling anxiety or you're feeling hectic, you're being asked to ground your energy. You're also being asked to ask your spirit team for help. Don't be afraid to reach out to your spirit team because they're waiting to assist you in helping you to let go of some things that you have within your heart space, that your ego is warning you about. All right. So I see I have one viewer and no thumbs up. So you be a hater. All right. So what wisdom, spirit does the collective need to know? What's this wisdom that they need to know? Bittersweet, throat chakra. I'm telling you, somebody wants to trigger you. Self-worth. There's the sacral chakra. So throat chakra and sacral chakra coming through. Forgiveness with the third eye chakra. So there's definitely an inner child wound that needs to be healed. So you may have somebody who has been watching over you, somebody who you may have left a bad taste in their mouth, right? They may be bitter about it. They may be communicate something very bitterly. This also could be talking about your reaction, okay? Yeah, you have a soulmate here underneath the card. See the eye on the hand, right? The third eye. So somebody could be watching you, maybe waiting for the right time to come in and either ask for forgiveness or offer forgiveness. So wait. The passing of all things is inevitable. Whatever's happening may require release. This card could also represent unexpected news. What did I say about somebody coming in, somebody studying you? Um, so Sweet talks about there is an inner strength here helping you to rise from circumstances and do the right thing. Is it time to set aside your personal agenda for the good of the group? The person you're becoming is more capable than you imagine. All right. So you really need, it's talking about the month of November and the color blue. So something about the throat chakra. You see, she is offering another person a piece of cake here. You're being asked to find peace. Take a moment and pause before you make a decision, because there could be somebody who just has a personal agenda here, something that, like I said, bittersweet. They could be coming in with a bad attitude and offering a sweet tongue for a personal agenda. But somebody has already learned their personal strength. Somebody studied somebody's weaknesses, but did not study somebody's strengths. Blue, throat chakra. So before you do something, right, make sure before you move forward to take that moment and make sure that this is what you want to do. Because somebody may only be doing it for their own self gain, playing on them emotions, that sacral chakra. I feel like somebody has a strong, healthy self-esteem. I feel like somebody has went through a lot of healing, inner child healing. See the third eye through here. Something about that third eye is significant. So, self-worth. Salmon is the color of deep emotional peace. You have been given a gift of self-love. This card indicates a love of life and no longer to prove your value to others, right? Um, who may not see what you see. Rely on your inner knowing. Yeah, your soul is telling you something. So before you rush into a decision, right, make sure you take that step back and trust your intuition. Trust on your inner knowing here, because it's going to guide you. It's very important today to listen to your intuition. People, events, and material objects beyond your frame of reference are being drawn to you. Aim higher, for you will draw even greater experiences into your life. Allow your energy to grow. Receiving is an action. All right, so greater knowledge is a curiosity being rewarded, receiving divine love. So there could be a very well be a soulmate coming your way, somebody who you are connected to on a spiritual level, because this face is facing that inner child. All right, so what are the crows warning the collective about? Give me some Fonzies, guys. Give me Fonzies. What are the crows warning the collective about? Release. So you're being asked to release something from the past, to let it go. Ask yourself, is it worth the risk? Is it worth the risk to open up that clam? See the cold, that snow in November. You're being taken in a different direction. You have somebody observing you. In my house, said the spider to the fly. Right? So you're being warned. This person is very mischievous. They're coming in just to yank your tail. You're being asked to protect yourself from this trickery, this Seven of Swords energy that is, I'm telling you, community. Something about the community. A community of people who could be observing somebody. Oh, I put it all back in there. I don't know where it's at. Oh, there it is. All right. So, release. So this could be something you need to release, or this is something that is healed. Maybe you're releasing something. You're letting something go on an emotional level. You're learning self-love. You're learning self-respect. You are learning to open yourself up to seeing something from a higher perspective. Remember, the moon is in Sagittarius, seeing something from a higher perspective. Sagittarius rules religion, travel. Yeah. So let's see, release. Be nice if we went to the R's instead of the A's, right? So when the time comes when you cannot grieve anymore, it's time to let go. This card may come to you when you need help moving forward or accepting an ending. It is time to move on, rise up, and release yourself from the past. So yeah, the crows are warning you of that. It's time to let go of the past. It's time. So before you make some sort of a decision, take that step back, stop and study, right? Stop. Um, you may have already learned this lesson in the past. This may be something you've already learned in the past. How to stay calm, how to stand in your power when it comes to your communication. No means no. All right, so let's pull some tarot cards. Get some more information on take a moment. Stop. Now is not the time to rush into a decision. Unexpected news. All right, so take a moment. Stop. Okay, we have High Priestess in reverse. So the High Priestess in reverse talks about somebody who, especially in her solar plexus, somebody could very well be abusing their magical powers, abusing their psychic powers. Somebody could be feeling powerless. It could be playing the victim, coming in with this bittersweet energy, coming in quickly, wanting to apologize. This is somebody who could have been studying, like I said, studying your weaknesses. This is strong Pisces energy with her being first. This is hidden enemy. This is somebody who could be receiving karma. This also could be talking about the 12th house energy where somebody may be needing some sort of closure, right? But it definitely talks about endings, right? With the High Priestess nurse, the Wheel of Fortune. So something is destined, could have something to do with your destiny. Um, the Wheel of Fortune talks about travel, right? Sagittarius, travel. So somebody could be traveling your way. You can see that she has a sword, she has a cup, she has a wand, and a pentacle. And she's also representing the heart chakra. So there is definitely some sort of a portal here. Look at the light coming through, the light coming down to somebody's crown chakra. So you're being asked to trust your heart for one thing, because you do deserve something that is destined for you, something that is fated for you. Um, the Empress. So the Empress is the divine feminine, Ace of Coins, some sort of a new beginning at the Four of Wands. So 14 energy. What was in 14 degrees? I don't remember. But you have 31 and 4. 4, 4 with the 10 in a cent, or the 10. I'm seeing 333, 444. So something about feeling powerless in reverse. Somebody could have lost their gifts. Somebody feels powerless. Maybe somebody doesn't feel confident enough to do something for the right reason. This could be somebody who is masking, coming in, like I said, with this bittersweet conversation. They're feeling very bitter, but they may want to come in with some sort of a sweet offer. But this person has a hidden agenda. So you need to be aware of that. This is somebody who's abusing their magical power, their psychic power. They may want to ask forgiveness. See, it's the third eye. Maybe they want to come in and ask for forgiveness. But because this tells me that a new beginning is upon somebody, right? A new beginning with the Ace of Coins. The Four of Wands, having a reason to celebrate something, right? Look at the green butterflies. So we got 3 heart cards. So I feel like whoever I'm talking to, I feel like you really do deserve what is destined for you. You are the divine feminine. You have manifested this. You have did the work. You have stepped into your power. You've showed yourself self-love. Look at the gold above her head. So you may have, this person may want to come in and ask you for some healing energy. Right? See, how this cup of shining white light, that talks about Archangel Gabriel. Um, so whoever I'm talking to, I feel like you are connected to Archangel Gabriel. So you really are, I feel, having a heart chakra activation, because this would be the fourth chakra. It also would be the fourth house of Cancer. So you definitely could be getting some sort of a message today. Maybe somebody's very bitter. Maybe they like playing the victim, because the High Priestess in reverse is somebody who does not like to take accountability. Somebody instead who likes to play the victim. All right. So something is fated. Something is destined. This could be some sort of news traveling your way. Maybe a message being brought in by somebody who's been watching you. All right. So what's this bittersweet message? This wisdom bittersweet message. All right. So yeah, the Chariot and the Three of Cups. So the Chariot reverse talks about something, either a wreck, a car wreck could be significant. So be aware if you're out driving anywhere. Please use your turn signals. Please drive the speed limit, and please watch out for crazy drivers out there. I'm getting a strong road rage energy. We have two cards of travel. This rules the root chakra. So this is somebody who feels very insecure. What I remember I said about what was it, Jupiter in Cancer. So something be expanding. Like I said, maybe somebody's finding out they're pregnant. But I feel like with the Cancer card in reverse, somebody could be blocked. Again, somebody could be blocked. The Three of Cups in the upright position talks about, see the Three Cups, right? Where's the cup energy? Offering a cup of love from a mother figure. Um, So the Three of Cups in the upright position talks a reason to celebrate something. Maybe getting some sort of an invitation. Somebody may be getting some sort of an invitation. I also feel a humility, something about humbling or being humiliated. The Chariot card talks about somebody being blocked. Um, Somebody being blocked from moving. Maybe somebody's like intercepting a conversation here, some sort of news. I'm feeling strong car wreck. So please be careful out there. 10 energy. Self worth. Self worth. Two of Cups. So you are worthy of this Two of Cups. You are worthy of this soulmate. Sacral chakra. So Spirit is telling you that, right? You are worthy of this soulmate. So I feel like there is, what I like you're letting go of is being in third party situations. You're not allowing yourself to be a third party no more. You know your self worth. You know you're worth more than being an elf on the shelf. You know you're worth more than being somebody's side chick or side dude with us in reverse. You know you're worth more than that. You are worth more than being somebody's mistress. So you got a soulmate coming your way. They may want to offer you something, right? They may want to offer you a cup of love. So before you jump in and say, okay, let's do this, take a step back and see something from a higher perspective as to what this person's agenda is. Um, For some of you, you may have blocked somebody's astral traveling. So some you may be moving soon, because the Wheel of Fortune talks about movement, talks about moving houses. Um, Especially with the Four of Wands there, you may be moving houses, maybe getting waiting for something, some sort of news to come in, and it could be coming in. Today's May, so by August, you definitely have a new beginning here. But I do feel there is somebody coming in, a love interest coming in. Somebody that you may have left out in the cold here. Because you know, right? Whatever you did, you've healed that emotion within that inner child of abandonment, not feeling loved, feeling rejected, right? And you have found forgiveness. I feel like this is a mother wound for some of you, or it could just be a parental wound, right? Nine of Coins. So you are definitely, it's like, what have you healed? The lack of low self-esteem, the lack of self-worth, the lack of confidence. Um, this talks about, temperance, healing it. So you definitely healed this lack mentality set, the lack of emotions, or the lack of low self-esteem. Somebody also could try to steal your identity, because this often represents an angel, right? Somebody could have tried to steal your identity. Doing root work on you. Somebody could be an earth angel. Somebody could have accessed your Akashic records and realized what you were here for, what you were here to do. Could have been this high priestess individual, somebody who abused her psychic powers, her magical powers, tried to destiny swap, but it didn't work. Release the past. The crows are warning the collective. The Moon card. Yeah, so the moon, what was hidden, now come into the light with the Princess of Cups. So definitely illuminate something from the past, somebody from the past, right? Illuminating somebody from the past who wants to come in and ask for forgiveness. But be aware, because this person has a hidden agenda. They could be coming in and acting like they're your soulmate. This could be talking about business, lover, family, friend. Remember Venus. Where was Venus at? In Gemini. I think it was in Gemini. So some of you could have had a dream about this. Pay attention to your dreams. You could have had a dream about this offer coming in. This is also talking about revealing a person's hidden agenda. This news could be coming in and, like I said, wanting to invite you out somewhere just to maybe leave you stranded. So be aware of that. So before you decide to go on this road trip with somebody, right? Check in with yourself. Ask yourself, am I meant to do this? Yeah, Three of Wands. Somebody's waiting for the perfect opportunity. 23 could be significant. May 23rd, we got the Seven of Coins, right? Ace of Cups. There's that poisonous emotion, right? Because I feel like wherever they were investing their time, their energy, and where they were put their focus was into the plan. But I feel like their plan got blocked, right? Or maybe they're trying to execute some sort of a plan right? This you need to do, right, is go in and rush this person into some sort of a decision. And I feel like that's what they're waiting for. They're waiting for the time to execute it, or they're waiting for the right time for something to come in, just so that they can come in and ask for a handout. Any closing messages? King of Coins. So we do have the King of Coins coming through. Somebody who is, do you hear that crow? Somebody from the past that you've already released, or maybe you need to release this person. This is talking about the crown chakra. You already knew, right? Closing messages. Oh, this person has an attachment. This person has an energetic attachment, a demonic attachment. The King of Pentacles, right? Somebody who's an earth sign. The sun is illuminating something. What are they illuminating? This demonic attachment that this person has. Devil card talks about addictions. It talks about attachments. Something about the sacral chakra, an incubus, a succubus. Somebody who's a manipulator. That's what this high priestess is. Somebody who's an energy manipulator. Mm-hmm. Somebody who's an energy manipulator. So the sun is illuminating something, right? And that's what I said about the moon. The moon, something hidden is coming to light. So this King of Coins is it's like they know this. See the light? It's that portal. Something about the moon portal. You could see the chariot in the background. See the chariot coming through this portal? There's that chariot that's being flipped upside down. Somebody's being blocked. We have crown, third eye, and sacral chakra. Somebody an incubus or succubus attachment. So that's why you're being asked to take the moment before you make this move. Because this is definitely somebody from the past who wants to come back around and offer you a cup of love. They could want to apologize, ask for forgiveness, or literally be inviting you out somewhere. But remember, this person is bitter, but they're using their charming, sweet tongue to try to lure you. The Tower in reverse talks about, especially with the Queen of Wands, this person is, the Queen of Wands is somebody who's very energetic, right? The Six of Cups, somebody who's very nostalgic, somebody who's really trying to figure out something. The Queen of Cups talks about the past. It talks about your childhood. It talks about your child, right? The Ten of Coins. Somebody could be sick. The Tower card in reverse is talks about somebody who's refusing to change. Somebody could have experienced a tower moment during the full moon. The Queen of Wands is somebody who's very attractive. So this could be who's in competition. Somebody who could be, again, attracting somebody from their past, wanting them to rekindle, right? Rekindle something from the past, maybe a childhood friend. Could be getting a divorce. Somebody could be sick. This is somebody who has studied you. It may no longer have access to your sacral chakra. Who can no longer siphon your emotional energy, can no longer siphon your sacral chakra energy. There could have been two people doing this, two to five people, right? We have the king of coin, we have the high priestess, we have the empress here. We have three people, two people, five people, somebody wanting to come in and either ask for forgiveness or offer forgiveness. But somebody has to clean up their own mess, is what I feel here with the tower reversed, because the tower is already fallen. Does not like the devil? Mm-hmm. There he is. Somebody's incubus or succubus may be showing itself today or soon, illuminating. Now somebody wants to rekindle a partnership from the past. Somebody's wish is getting granted. But all they want to do is cause despair. All right. That's what I feel. The king of coins in the upright position is somebody who is very grounded, very down to earth. The sun in Taurus is very, very significant. I just said we had the sun in Taurus and the moon in Sagittarius. The sun in Taurus. Taurus represents our possessions. Somebody could be possessed, and that could be what's getting illuminated here. But Taurus rules our possessions, our finances, our daily routines, our environments, our values. Somebody doesn't value somebody, or somebody doesn't feel valued. Let's get a final message for the collective, please, and thank you. Oh, yeah. Somebody was definitely sending some hate here. Archangel Raguel. Thank you, Raguel, for surrounding my life with harmonious light. So whoever I'm talking about or talking to, I feel like this high priestess was sending hate through meditation, through emotional projection. Why? Because they've been observing you. And then Archangel Raguel is stepping in the house, surrounding you with some light. Somebody is finding peace. Somebody may be coming into sacred union with their masculine and feminine energy. You got somebody who's very bitter. Somebody who is definitely communicating some bitter words towards you. They may want to come forward and act all sweet to your face, but you already know this. You already feel it. You already know it, right? Your new beginning is here, and you have been healed. Collective, you have been healed. All right. So Archangel Raguel rules balance. So somebody is getting their karma. Justice is being served here. Somebody could be losing their gifts. An energetic attachment. A devil could very well be a demon, or somebody who has a succubus, incubus attachment could be healing it, clearing it, and returning it back to the sender. Thank you, angels, for opening up doors to change. I am ready. Because why? Because somebody has faced that shadow side. Somebody is blocked from either astral traveling or traveling your way because their intentions are not pure. While whoever I'm talking to has come into sacred union, you have took that moment. You have learned what was out of balance. You have learned what what does not serve you. You are removing from your life. You're emptying it from your life. And somebody is very bitter about that because they feel as though you are not worthy of this new beginning. What was in 1 degree of Gemini? I don't remember. 1 degree. I don't remember what it is. Thank you, Raphael, for shining your divine light upon my healthy body. So Archangel Raphael is stepping up in the house and healing your mind, your body, your heart, and your soul. helping you to find peace. Because this high priestess is a hater. They're a hater because they cannot siphon your life force energy no more. They're like they're very bitter about it, sending that hate. And I'm just gonna let you know right now, hater, if you're watching this, your little spider spell that you sent me in my dreams did not work. Because my warrior god snipped that web. I seen it. I wasn't scared of it. I've been through so much that it doesn't even matter. Just letting you know. I know who you are. Right here you are. The manipulator. The energy manipulator. All right. So let's check the bottom of the deck real quick. Yeah, Mercury in reverse. Somebody speaking bad. Right? Speaking bad. Right? Feeling powerless. These cards were in reverse, but what they don't realize is they are speaking ill over somebody who's heavily divinely protected. Somebody has a very deep connection to their higher self. Holy Spirit is activating somebody's light because whoever I'm talking to, you done already learned them lessons. But there's still more things to learn. Every day is a learning process. As long as you stay with that, okay, what do I need to learn today? You're going to learn something. You've learned from the experience. More study is now required to further your progress. Look, study on the bottom of the deck. Yeah, so what you're learning is how truly strong you are. Your inner strength is out of this world. Right? And that's what this emotional manipulator did not gather against you. They gathered up information to use against you, like your wounds, right? They gathered up all the information that they could about your vulnerabilities and your wounds to use them against you. But what they didn't study, your inner strength. They didn't study how strong somebody's words really are. Like I said, look at the caduceus. So somebody may want to come in and ask for forgiveness for abusing their psychic powers. I'm going to tell you right now, if you're coming my way, you're not getting forgiveness. I'm just going to call 911 and you'll be gone. I'm not playing no games. I refuse to play games with kids. I'm too old for kids' games. If I was a kid, I'd be playing on a playground, right? So you're protected, cords are being cut, and you're moving beyond limitation. So if you did a cord cutting ritual, it worked. And I feel like you can do that with your words. All you have to do is speak it. Command it to cut, and it's cut. Command yourself to be protected, and you're protected. Some of these words are very powerful. We have a lot of Gemini energy coming through here. Lots. So let's get back over it now that we pulled cards. So somebody is going to have to do the right thing for the right reasons. Somebody has to do the right thing for the right reasons. Somebody may have to come in and be honest about trying to destiny swap somebody. I'm getting from the moon readings, we had that group of planets that were together that was called the finger of God. So somebody could have had with the tower moment that aha moment, like, oh my God, right? Had their crown knocked off of their head, right? So that look, that demon, the entity attachment revealed itself. And somebody had that ego knocked right off of their head. Tell me that does not look like a demon. Queen of Wands. Revealing itself right here. Somebody is possessed. So you may have to look into somebody's eyes. Look at that. Look at it. Look at them eyes. Mercury is in Taurus. The sun and the Mercury are in Taurus in 1 degree. 1 degree. Venus is in 11 degrees, and this is Venus, is in 11 degrees of Gemini. Gemini. Uranus is in 0 degrees of Gemini. Uranus rules your uniqueness. Let me get my cheat sheets out here. Change, disruption, shock, revelations, awakenings, sexual access, deviation, possible nervous breakdown, science fiction, space exploration. Ruled by Aquarius. Pluto is in 5 degrees of Aquarius. Where are we at here? Where's the 1 and the 4? I don't know where. Oh, there it is. The 1 and the 4. 5 degrees. Change, disruption, a shocking revelation being revealed about somebody's incubus, succubus. Somebody cut a cord. Somebody cut a cord and sent this demon back to somebody. Is being purified. Queen of Wands. Somebody is being purified. Somebody went through a purification process. If you have been praying or you have been verbally communicating divine protection and protecting yourself against this hater or haters, because it could be a group of them, it is working. And I feel like that's what Spirit wants you to know. It is working. It is working. The chair is about to be emptied. All right. So, and remember, Lilith is in Sagittarius, right? Lilith is in Sagittarius. The devil is the 15 card in 15 degrees of Sagittarius. There you go. There's the Wands energy. And now, because somebody has went through this clearing process, somebody has cut cords, somebody through this purification process, you got some people around you who are very upset, who are very bitterly speaking ill. Just like yesterday, when I did the live stream, I had that right earring. I knew somebody was speaking shit. I knew it. And then at 3 o'clock in the afternoon, pretty much on a dot, a crow came. And every time a crow comes close to me like that, I know something supernatural is going to happen. And boom, look, there it is. Oh, wait a minute. That ain't the card I wanted. There it is. Somebody's possessed. Somebody is possessed. Somebody who has earth is ourself. Earth in like an ascended or north node. Venus in Gemini. Gemini. Somebody definitely, whatever you did collective, you did good. You spoke up and you were heard by the divine. All right. So, okay, guys. And now you may have activated your inner light with the Venus card. You activated your inner light. And you literally could have Archangel Gabriel communicating to you now. Archangel Gabriel communicating to you now. See the gold on her head? He's the one who carries that golden chalice. He's the one who carries the golden chalice. You could be getting some sort of a download now that this energy manipulator who was sending a lot of hate, projecting a lot of hate, was trying to block. Right? With the butterfly, the orange butterfly. Because you worked yourself. You healed your inner child. You no longer feel alone. You may see that empty chair, but you're seeing it as you are in solitude. You are divinely protected from something. You could have a pretty boy coming your way. See? A pretty boy. But I see this as you coming into that sacred union. Because you've healed those wounds. You identified with what they were. And you healed them. Somebody is in their north node. Somebody is in their north node. Somebody cannot hide anything anymore because what was hidden is being revealed with the moon in Sagittarius. It's time, is what Spirit is saying. Divine timing. That is the Temperance card that was here. I don't know where she's at. Oh, look at this. Magician and the Ace of Wands. There's the 11 degrees. Starseed. A wish is granted. This talks about being divinely guided. It talks about somebody being a star seed, somebody getting a wish granted. 10 of Cups. Happiness. Healthy self-esteem. Standing in their power. 1, 1, 10, 11, 11, 10. Yep, a cycle is complete. A cycle is complete. You paid off your debt. Now you got somebody coming in and wanting a hand out. Because this person took advantage of your generosity. I feel for whoever I'm talking to, you're a divine healer. You are a divine healer. And this person would ask for healing energy. And then they would siphon it from you. Something is destined to happen with the 10 degrees or the 10 energy. Destiny. Princess of Swords. There she is. Spying, lying, gossiping. Observing something. Right? Oh, I'm right. You're wrong. I'm always right. She's wrong. Right? Trying to get somebody to miss an opportunity. But look at that cup glowing. Look at that in the background. Somebody could have a water spirit. Somebody may be feeling imprisoned in their head, feeling powerless. Be a Virgo and a Pisces working together. Queen of Swords. 8 of Cups. Not wanting to let something go. always wanting the battle, always in a power struggle, right? There's the throat chakra. Fighting, arguing, I'm right, you're wrong, right? Always wanting to pick a fight, always wanting to be in that fight or flight mode. Emperor. So we get the masculine and feminine part here, and the fool. Now somebody's going to look like a fool. There could be a big old fight between two people, right? Because somebody's entity is being revealed. Nine of Wands, wounded warrior, playing on somebody's wounds, right? Making them sick, mentally, emotionally, physically, and spiritually. The King of Wands, so a manipulator here, right? Knight of Cups, somebody is a womanizer, a womanizer. Somebody's in competition with somebody, right? Always throwing them arrows, right? Always dumping out that poisonous cup or dumping out. It's like emotional projection, verbal manipulation, verbal subliminal attacks, emotional projection, emotional attacks. All right, guys, thank you for watching.